I am excited to be here with you. I was asked to come and share with you my new passion. I am Cindy Powell, and I'm from Bountiful. Going over here. Okay.
So you're in the camera.
Okay, that's am I in? Okay. And I have been a teacher for 19 years. I taught elementary school and I absolutely loved it. But at this time of my life, I needed to be a little bit more flexible and to be able to see my grandchildren and to be able to help my 84-year-old mom. And whenever I went to visit my mom, she was always hurting. We're from Wyoming and there's a lot of snow, especially this year. And she is always out shoveling the snow, and her feet and her body is always hurting. How many of your bodies hurt once in a while? Okay. And she would always have me rub her feet. So it got me interested into it a long time ago. I've always loved to rub somebody's feet. And that might sound crazy, but it's always been my passion. If somebody was feeling down, that I would go visit. It's like, can I just rub your feet? Can I just rub your feet? And by the time I would leave, they were going, I'm relaxed. I feel better now. I wanted, and my goal was to be able to help others, to be able to learn how to access people's feet and to be able to, can we go stop sharing this? Go back into my tab.
We are not sure.
All of your nerves. Yes, all of your nerves. All of your nerves. Okay. Yes, all of your nerves are accessed through the bottom of your feet. You are absolutely correct. So this was my new passion, and I wanted to learn more. I've always got out the doTERRA map and tried to figure it out myself. And in just the last little while, I decided I wanted to take the class. I really wanted to help people. I wanted to be there for people, and especially like my elderly mother and her dad and all my friends, to be able to be there and to be able to help them. So you might ask, you might have heard of reflexology. Reflexology and foot zoning are pretty close to each other. And a lot of them, they would think that before that you had to really push hard, that you had to make you kind of scream, right? If you've ever had one, you don't have to go that deep. When I give a foot zone, by the time you get done, you will relax. I've been able to work some of the toxins out of your body and to be able to really help you. Are we able to do that again? Okay, well, he's figuring that out. But what is foot zoning? How does it help somebody? What can it bring out of you? One of the things that is really important, you guys are going on some big trips. And one thing that the foot zone works with, especially on the front, is the lymphatic system. And we have the cardiovascular system and the lymphatic system that helps to get the garbage out of your body. But the lymphatic system is only accessed. The heart moves the circulatory system, but the lymphatic system, it gets moving by movement. And if we're getting a little slower and it's harder for us to walk, that lymphatic system isn't getting cleaned. We're not being able to push those toxins throughout our body. Also with that, and when we can't get those toxins out, our immune system goes down. And we're going to get sick a little bit more, especially like during the COVID, activating it when we could not get out. Okay, he's still having problems, but I will be showing you. Today, I will be passing out and would you pass those out just in case those don't work? What are the benefits of a foot zone? It can improve circulation. How many of you need better circulation? Getting antitoxins, emotions, and imbalance. Your body is not just the physical. Your body is comprised of mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And that is what a foot zone will work on, balancing those, having the balance you need. It can improve your immune system. It can give you peace. It can give you balance. I have a friend who I foot zone probably once or twice a week. She's always on her feet. And she was born with her feet going tipping. So they were tipping the wrong direction. Through the foot zones, her feet are starting to straighten out. She is able to walk and to be able to enjoy the work that she is doing. It brings harmony into our lives, alignment, awareness, and being present. And you might go, those are things that I need. I need to have that balance. And if we can bring up this picture, I don't know why we're having problems with it. You can access all your organs and all the systems on your feet. The organs are located on the bottom of your feet, your lungs, your heart, your intestines, your colon, all of that can be accessed on the back. That you can clean those out and make them feel refreshed and get out all the toxins from them. You can also, the top, the skeletal system, on the side of your foot, it's the most amazing thing. You can access. Okay. Okay. We are just going to be patient and keep going because I am going to do a live demonstration and I'll show you also. The side of your foot is the most amazing thing. When you go on the inside, there's a curvature. It's the exact curvature of your spine. And I've got 3 things on the bottom of your paper that I'm going to teach you that you can do on your own feet. If you can put on your socks, these are 3 things you can do, okay? To also help yourself. On that spine, if you look at the first picture, it is a spine, and you can see that curvature. If you just go up and down it, you are working on your spine. You can bring that energy back into yourself and to help your back. Many times our backs are hurting us and we are having problems with our back. You can go up and down that spine right on the side of your foot and pull your big toe and your heel and release some of that pressure. When I do the demonstration, I'm going to do a demonstration up here and hopefully we'll be able to project it up there so that you can see each of the parts and how it works. When I do a foot zone, this is just on the paper, it gives you what you can do at home. When I work on it, I work on the nervous system in your back, the nerves, the muscles. I also work on the skeletal system and cleaning out in between each of the vertebrae. I work on every part of it and the muscles. And the coolest thing also is on the back of your big toe, I can access your brain and help clear out some of that fog. Yeah, back here, clear out the fog. And it's actually been proven. I have a friend that told me that she's looked up all the research that it can help with your memory and with dementia. To be able to clear that out and work on that spinal fluid and get your brain working and to be perfectly balanced. I also work on the front. One of the pictures, the third one over, says the sinuses. If you have a cold, nobody's ever had a cold, right? We haven't had a cold before, right? We always have a cold and sometimes we can't breathe and we just need some relief. We've taken the medicine, we've done all that we can and we don't know what to do. You can go in between each one of those toes. On the picture on the bottom, on their sinuses, I'm just doing little circles in between those toes on both sides of them. That is your sinuses. And you can release that. And I will be showing you exactly how to do that. But you can work on your sinuses. A foot zone also works on your eyes, ears. It works on every part of your body. And it is the most amazing thing. Most people say when they get done with the foot zone, I can breathe. That was so nice. Okay. It does work on your emotions. I'll go with that. And then we'll get to you. Okay. Yes, and each part of your body in each of those locations holds different emotions. And you're going, my back's or my shoulder's hurting. It is hurting. And what do I do? How many of you have had a lot of stress or you're carrying a lot of weight? A lot of you feel it on your shoulders, right? And so in a good zone, we deal with those emotions that you might be holding in different parts of your body and how to release them and to feel the freedom of those emotions. And it is so cool to find out what is going on in each part of your body. Your body might be hurting, but it's not something that happened physically, but it's some mental things or emotions that you're holding. Oh, thank goodness we're up. Some emotions that are going on in that. And we just go to the share, so I just have those though. Okay. Okay, this is a picture. Yes, you can look up here at this picture. It's amazing, but it kind of shows you. It's really cool. It has the eyes on the top of the toe. That is where you can access the eyes. It has the spine, which is on the inside curve. It has the lungs, the intestines. Oh, great. Lungs, the intestines. I love this picture. It's kind of graphic. And it shows you where they are located on the bottom of your foot and how and the different accesses. I'm going to go to the next slide. Okay, this is the lymphatic system. This is how you can do this on yourself. Okay, to get that lymphatic system going, get those toxins going, if you can touch your feet and put on your socks, this is something that you can do. And I don't know, we're just going to go with technology. It's my new goal is to learn technology a little bit better. So this is a good practice for me. Okay, you have 3 different drains that we are accessing, the clavian, the axillary, and the gut drain right here. All you're doing is taking that drain, which is right at right here on your foot, and you're just going up to these. You're just going up in between each of the my brain's going up in between each of those bones. And I will be showing you exactly how to do that. And then these curves over, then you've got it all up, then you go across and across with a circular motion. I will show you what that looks like. Okay. The volume, we're having still technical difficulties, but as you can see, I'm talking about the lymphatic system, which is our second garbage system in our body, and that we're releasing it. And I'm going to show you how to access that. It's simple. Okay. See how I'm going up? Maybe it'll go. Yes, I'm pushing those drains up at the top. This is so you can learn. You're pushing those drains at the top, opening them so that they are ready to be drained. Okay, and I first pumped it, which is just pushing, and then I did kind of little drills, which is like little circles. Okay, and then you should be seeing where I'm going up. I'm just doing circles all the way up in between each of those toes. Bringing all that garbage up, getting that lymphatic system to start functioning and getting rid of the things that need to be finished. So as you can see, this is something that you could do on your own foot. And then when I've got it up, I am drilling again. I'm going to release it. I'm going across. I'm just doing a circle with my thumb. I'm just draining it again. Something that you can do when you're stuck. You haven't been out moving. You haven't been out walking because it's cold outside. You haven't been moving around your house because of some other thing that you might have. So that you can do that. Okay, this is the side. This is showing you where your spine is. And you can see the curvature and how it kind of curves. That's exact as your back. The closer to the top is your shoulder. down to the bottom, it goes down to your tailbone. So if you can follow that ridge of that line on your foot, that is what you do. And you can just rub up it. You could do it with a straight line. You could do it with the circles, or you could do kind of a broken line. So you're just going up and doing a broken line, and going up and down that will relieve some of the pressure on your back. These are things that you could do at home. Here's a video showing me doing that procedure. I'm showing you exactly where the line is on the inside of your foot.
Both feet,
What?
both feet.
You could do that. Yes, you do that on both feet. You can do either, all of this on both feet, okay? So I'm just going up and going back down. How many of you, when you get home, your back hurts? You're taking off your socks, getting ready for bed. This is something you can do to help with that. So I'm just going up and back down the spine. I just chose things that would be easy for you guys to be able to do. I will show you a little bit more about a zone in a few minutes. And I'm just holding the toe and the heel. If you stretch the toe and the heel, it's like giving your back a big stretch. Okay, this is the one with the sinuses. We get a cold, we can't breathe, our head is plugged. When I do a foot zone, I do the whole thing and I clear all the head. But this is something that you could do. And right in between the toes, can you see where the red circles are? The red circles, you are just going up with small circles. You're just going to up and inside. Anything you do up and down on those toes is going to relieve the sinuses. And so that you can breathe better and have a good night's sleep, hopefully.
You put anything on your fingers or?
Yes, you can use lotion. I use a miracle salve. I also test and with my clients for the oils that they might need, the Del Toro oils or the different essential oils. But yes, please put lotion on. But you can see how I'm just going inside each of the toes, and then I just, like we did on the lymphatic system where I did those circles across. And then just pump those drains and drain those drains. The toes is the head and everything above. Then just down, you'll go to the body, and then you do the pelvic floor and strengthen your pelvic floor and your legs. It is the most amazing thing ever. If I can get to the next one. Okay. Okay. Also, this is a group that likes to learn. So I am sharing with you that there is a class that you could take that's just one day. That would you have me the black book that teaches you a lot more that you can do, and that you can, it's also on your flyer that I just gave you, it's on the side. But that class is amazing. Amazing because, oh, I want to show you this book because you'll love it. It has colored pictures and it is labeled exactly what you do first, second, and third. But also you will know that there is a QR code. So after the class, if you can't remember how to do a certain thing, you put your phone up. It will give you a mini video on exactly how to do that. On every single area that you do, working on the toes. You will learn how to work on your toes, how to do your sinuses, how to work on the brain. This is a simplified course that's only one day, and it's in Springville. So it is very close here, close for you. And there's also a code to get $25 off on that class. because I learned from going online and learning about Elder Quest that you guys like to learn new things. Is that correct? Yeah. So my job today, or my goal today, was to introduce you to what is foot zoning, the benefits of it, how it can help each one of you. To give you 3 techniques that you can do for yourself right now, and also to give you a class that you could go to. I am going to right now. I'm going to bring up. John said he'd be my volunteer, or if anybody else would like to be my volunteer, I am going to show. Okay, I've got a volunteer. Come on down. Yes, come on down.
Oh, Price is right. Come on down.
Come on down. Okay. Video. When I do a foot zone, I've also learned about the power of salts and Himalayan salt and how it can draw the toxins out of your body. So when I do a zone, have a seat. I'm going to relax you totally. Yes, have a seat right there. And this back, it's not just right. It also has a Himalayan salt in it. Usually I will heat it up. This, you can tell them how it. Oh. And it smells good. It's not to smell good, and it just gives. It's a weighted. If you're having problems with your shoulders, I would put it over here. If you just want the love of it, you put it around there. It has some of the Himalayan salt and the rice. So it makes it a very nice, it draws out your toxins. I won't heat it up now, but I do have a salt block that I bring that the other foot goes on. My goal is to pamper the person that I am working on, that they feel that my love for them and that I care about them and that I want them to there. So I'm going to put your foot on that one. Yes, that foot. Okay. And Betty, you're going to be the mic person. Okay. Okay, tell me that. What I do, I can just sit on the chair, Betty. Hopefully you can see it up better. When I do a foot zone, I also will test to see what oils your body needs. Is it okay if I test for you? That's yes. And it's really fun to be able to test. Hers wanted eucalyptus and serenity. Yes. I'm using a miracle salve on her. When I do this, I love to put on quiet music, a candle that smells. I love, yes. How did I do that? I did a muscle testing that I've learned that when I go like this, I can say, does she need this one? Yes or no. If it breaks for me, that means yes. Other people, other zoners, it breaks, it's their yes and no is opposite of mine, but I have worked and practiced on knowing, so I can tell which oils that person will need. What? Without touching her. So to me, that's really cool. I did ask her permission. I asked her. Yeah. I always ask for permission first. And if I did it right, I don't turn the bottle completely over. I turn it to the side and it will come out. If it's something that your body does not need, it will not pull out. It is the most amazing thing. So sometimes I might get it wrong, but I'm getting better and better at it. As you can see, the eucalyptus, her body wanted it and over the entire. The serenity wanted it down at the bottom. So that helps me know where in the body she needs each of those oils. And when I do it, I usually start and I rub up. I'm not going to do the full zone on her because when I spend time with a person, I give them like an hour to an hour and a half. And they are so relaxed and I can work on, I go, do you feel loved? Yes, I have worked on every single place on your toe, on your foot, okay? This is the first thing that I showed you was I open up those drains. I'm just drilling them. So I'll open that and you can see, where that's kind of indents right there and right in between this toe and right in between this toe. Then, so I'm opening them, but this is the parts that I didn't show you because it's a little harder to do it on yourself. On the side, I'm working on your gut all the way up to your knee, down to your foot and up to your foot. So I'm going around. I'm kind of doing a serpent. And when you find the knee, it's kind of got a little indent to it. You can feel that. And then you kind of go diagonally down and then up and that hits your foot. And I just like to make sure that by the time you're done, your foot feels so pampered. Then if you go just around the heel, there is your hip. How many of you have maybe problems with your hips? They're not quite working the way they should. So I gently work on the hip. Then the pelvic floor is right here. Your fallopian tubes and everything else is right there. And as a foot zoner, I would be able to feel, I have felt like where it's crunchy, where it's swollen, and be able to look into the emotions that are held in those areas and to be able to help you to release those emotions. So this is the right here. We're getting, okay. It's right around your heel. We've got the camera on the other way. Is your heel, is your pelvic floor, your hip, your knee, and over here. Right on this side that I'm working, right by the pinky toe, that is working on part of your liver. That's part of your liver. And do you know what? I will just switch because we're doing this part. That way this might get too much too. But on this side, the outside is the spleen. On the other side, it is the liver. There's some more love. The miracle salve I'm working with also helps, like with any bruises and stuff you have, it's great. Okay, move a little bit over on this side. So there's the spleen is right here. Here's the spleen. And then right here, I can work on your shoulder and your arm as I go around here. I'm kind of trying to be out of the way if I can do it. But this is your shoulder and your arm right here. That is so cool. And then I will always make sure I get the meridian, getting that energy up in your legs. And okay, your right foot is your, yeah. One side is the physical part of your body. One is more the spiritual part of your body. Your spiritual part is also dealing with others, while the physical is dealing with yourself. So each part of the body. But I will work on the lungs on both sides. The heart I will work on with the other foot. Yes.
That we're doing my left shoulder.
Yes.
I mean that we're doing.
Yes. Then I would work on at the front, working on that lymphatic system, doing exactly what I told you here in here, but I would go up, draining it. But also after I got it all drained, you see how I'm going in between each of those toes? I drain it and then I come across. I'm doing just a speedy thing so I can show you so you're not here all day. I would also bring back the good. I took out the bad, I'm bringing in the goods. So I'm going back. Then I'm also working on cleaning the lymph system in the head. I would also do the heart, the breast, which is right here. Opening it and closing it. Then the head, I will go up. This is something that you also could do that's very easy, is going straight up. And then going down, and then draining it, and then also going down. That's just a simple one.
You said,
Then I come over here, I can do the, yeah,
you said bringing back the good.
yeah.
Okay, what do you mean by the good? What is the?
I took out the toxins and the emotions that were negative, and I'm trying to bring back in the good emotions. I can work on the eyes, which are the toes, the ears, the shoulders, on the back of the toe here. I could come up and work the different parts of the brain.
Which side is the physical? Which side is the spiritual?
The spiritual is the left, the physical is the right.
Cindy, please repeat the question so the people
Oh,
at home
she
can
asked which
hear.
side, she asked which side is the physical and which side is the spiritual. Physical is the right, spiritual is the left.
Thank you.
But here I can access the brain. I can go on out to the outside of the brain. I work for about 15 minutes just on the brain and all across. I'm just giving you a short view.
Now, do you personally have a stance for when it's finished?
Yes. I know the whole zone, but I also can say, okay, this person just needs to work on this, or this is something I need to work on a little bit more. Yes. So I would work about 10 minutes to 15 minutes just on the brain and on the head. Your jaw, I'm on the front. Here I'm working on the sinuses, your throat, your esophagus, and down there. And then I'm just switching back and forth on the feet so I can show you the parts, and I can be over here. Here you can see her spine. Can you see that bone right there? At the bottom of it, over the bottom, is the tailbone.
Or does it go clear down?
It's right here. And like the one I taught you, it's just, I am going just up and down your spine. This is what I taught you that you could do just at home. And then just spread it apart. But when I do it, I will work on the lymphatic system, going in all the way up it. I will work on the muscles. I will work on the skeletal system of it, down to the bones, and then I drain it right there. This is just part of it that I'm working on.
Hard enough that it's not full, right?
Is it about the right pressure? I will use,
Like pressure. So
okay, and usually I would ask, there's people that like a hard pressure, there's people that like it a little bit lighter, so I go according to what that person needs. Because the zone will work whether it's hard or soft. So I like to go with whatever feels great for that person. I also work on the muscles, doing it up with circles. I go on the top. I go on the bottom. Going across here. So we work on the pelvic floor is through the heel. The colon, if you look at the anatomy of a colon, it comes up on one side, then it would go across, down, around and out. I also work on the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the fight or flight. You're anxious. Something is going wrong and you just need to calm down. None of you have ever been anxious, right? Okay. I can do just drilling here and then popping it out will help. Also going across, and I can go straight down the vagus nerve. Doing the points on the back, which goes all the way on the bottom of your foot.
And you're saying that helps the byproduct breathing?
Yes, absolutely.
Hear that?
Fight, flight, or freeze response. You can access that on the bottom of your foot. I just did not put that on it because it's a little harder to access on your own. I will also, that's an easier one if you want to do straight down. Go from your big toe, push down a little bit farther and down. I feel like I'm not loving your feet enough because I'm going fast, so I'm sorry on that. But does it feel good on your feet?
Sure.
Great. I will also work chakras, and I work on balancing the 4 bodies. One of the ways you work on 4 bodies is I'm working on the knee. I can feel your pulsing through there.
Okay.
The chakras, you have the root chakra. You also have the sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So to me, foot zoning is amazing. Most people, when they get done, they're just going, oh, I can breathe. It's just a lot of touch and helping each part of their body. Some people say it's like having a massage, a complete massage, but it was just done on your feet. When I close, I cross my arms, touching each of those chakras. I'm bringing thanking you for letting me work on your feet and letting me love you and to share and to help you and bringing it into balance on both sides. My arms are crossed so that I'm balancing both sides. And we'll go up above with the crown chakra. Loving. And then I bring you back down to the earth. This was just a very short part. I do spend more time and more things on each of the feet. And thank you for letting me take time to help you and ground you and balance you.
So for maximum benefit, you have to do both feet, correct?
Yes, you will usually do both. Oh, he asked, is the maximum benefit doing both feet? Yes. He also asked, well, what if somebody is an amputee? You can actually do this above, do all the procedure in the air above them, and it will help them. I've also had people that I have, they couldn't do their feet. I've done it on hands. I have one client who has, I just forgot what the disease is, but she cannot do it on her feet. So I've done her hands and was able to bring her relief. And that's my goal. That was my goal, whole goal in foot zoning, is to love people, to help them to feel better, to say thank you for letting me be with them and to sharing my talent to help them. Yeah, anybody have any questions for me?
What, you do the same procedure on both feet?
The procedure is a little different because your organs are different. On the one side, yes, On the one side, I will do the liver a little bit more. On the other side, I will work on your stomach and your spleen. So it depends on which organs are on which side of your body. Usually the top of the feet and the side of the feet is same on both sides. It's just your organs and how they're placed in your body. Yes, right.
Most men have some type of prostate.
Yes, on the inside of your
Most men
Oh,
have,
you said most men have a prostate issue. On the inside of your foot, I do work with the female and the male organs. So that you can do that right there.
Having trouble sometimes with older, well, part of the night when you wake up.
Mhm. On the bottom of your toe, you can work with that area of your body to help it to relax and to sleep. It is the big toe. It's all the big toe. Mhm. Yes.
Are you in classes?
These classes, I will be there and I would be there to help you with it. But the one that's over me that taught me, she's amazing and she teaches the class.
How is the class?
We can look that up. It's in between 250 and 300, I believe, for the day. And you can get the book. And I gave you a code on there to even get it cheaper. But it's an amazing, amazing class. If you would like to see the book that I have that shows my fingers have all the lotion on them, so they're slipping. You can see how easy from this book it is to do the treatments. The treatment I do is way advanced from this. This is a treatment that you could do in your home. This is a treatment that you can do on each other. Mine is more for going out and serving others. Do I have any more questions? Yes.
This treatment on.
I have people that I do it like
question again,
the question was, how often do you get it? People get foot zones. It depends on the person. A lot of my clients are like every other week. Some of them are once a month. It depends on, it will make you feel better for so long, and then maybe you need another one to help keep going. Because some of us have chronic things. This will help you feel better and get that system going. And after a time, maybe you don't need it quite so much, but it's up to how your body reacts. Any more questions? Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me come. I appreciate it. Oh, I have a question over here.
Is the client always sitting up or does the client lie down?
For me, it could be done either. Oh, he says, is your clients always sitting up or are they lying down? They can be either. At my home, I have a recliner, so I can recline them straight out and just work on their feet as they're reclined.
The client said they go to sleep.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I do one that has diabetes, and by the time I get done with her, she is just going, I do her and I do her daughter who has Huntington's. And so I go from one to the other and just let the one sleep because it will relax you. It will take those thoughts and you're going, I feel so good. And I feel so tired. And that's what'll take you out. I always have water for you because you need to drink a lot of water. Please make sure the lady who lets you drink your water because it will start pulling it out. It is an amazing process. And to me, it's been something that I have grown to love and something that I really, really love sharing. So thank you for letting me come. I appreciate it.
That's all for today. Thank Cindy for coming and just displaying this treatment. If you would like to have her do that for you, can make arrangements for that. Anyway, thank you for coming. And next week we're having Nancy with her husband doing the Southwest pottery for the potpourri. So we'll see you then. Here.
As we've said before with other things, if you have an idea for one of our potpourri lecture series or for our luncheon speakers, please get with John. That's his assignment on the board, and give some ideas of who do you think might be a good presenter or a good topic for us to learn. Last thing, scholarship, seminar. Get your tickets now while you can. You can go online or again, grab a hold of one of the board members. They have tickets available for you. As I've said before, $25 or there's a great deal, 2 for $50. Have a great day. It is snowing outside, so please be careful as you go across the parking lot. Thank you for coming.